next quarter-final matchup. Introducing first.
I'm going to need some help on this, Stallion, because this match is, well, it's sports themed, and I'm aware of sports as something that other folk do. So you're going to have to help me with, like, the cricket racket and the table tennis racket and the other rackets.
Big Joe just wandering into the crowd there.
They do like Big Joe here in Liverpool and amongst the TNT fans. And, you know, as monikers go, Big Joe kind of does exactly what it says on the tin. He is big. He is a scary big man. I swear his leg, one of his legs weighs as much as me.
Yeah, I can actually believe that.
And he, you know, he's always just as smart. Always just as smart for work.
Hold on, where's his pants?
Where's his pants?
Where's his pants?
And his opponent.
He's always just as smart for work as Big Joe.
Is he just his undercrackers?
What? No. What in the world? What has Kameron Solas crafted there? It's like a giant club made of a broom handle.
Oh no, you see again, you're showing your ignorance. That is used in synchronized swimming.
Oh, is it?
Yep, the float that in the middle, bear with me folks at home, the float that in the middle of the pool and they all dance around it, that's one of those things. He's modified it, obviously.
It looks like a water cooler bottle to me.
No, that's just the float on the end. I understand you know nothing about sports.
Okay, synchronized swimmers use lager cans as well.
Well, no, as I say, he modified it.
Ah, gotcha.
And I don't think that's lager can, I think that's energy drink. For high energy here at TNT Extreme Wrestling, DOA, the bell has rung.
Well, whatever that club thing is, they're both armed with light tubes.
Oh! Oh, and the stun of hard. I'll tell you what.
No one backing down.
Kameron Solas, who we normally know from the family-friendly Ignition shows, the Ignition champion.
Big Joe just hit himself in the head. There's that club. Good grief, did you hear the clang? The thud. Oh my goodness.
But what a way to start, I'll tell you what. He might have come from where you'd expect Teletubby Land to be in Ignition, but this is where the hard hitters are, and I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with the lad.
Big Joe is already bust up. And Kameron Solas pressing the advantage. That whatever that thing was, I don't actually think it's from synchronized swimming. I think that it is a gigantic water bottle loaded with cans. It's made the difference. He is covered in blood after that strike.
Look at that, hangs on. Throws Big Joe out.
Lands on his feet though, Big Joe's okay. He's got a cricket bat.
Oh!
Oh!
And it was loaded with light tubes. And he just hit him for 6. My word.
That's a cricket reference. Well done. What is that, Stallion?
I mean, I realize. Wow.
There are toothpicks in there. Oh, it's a pool noodle. It's a toothpick loaded pool noodle. Oh, good.
It's very swimming orientated so far. But I'll tell you what, you've got to give credit to Kameron Solas. What he said is people expect me to lose. right? But they haven't seen what he can do, right? They expect him to go in there and for Big Joe to just hammer him, but I'll tell you what, he is absolutely holding his own. He is trading blow for blow with weapons, and he is
that
not.
a cricket wicket?
Where?
In Big Joe's hands.
Yes.
It was.
Yes, it is.
It was.
Unless it's test tubes from science.
The
what's
fans
he doing
need
now?
to keep out the way of this crazy.
As one just grabs his coat.
I mean, you don't want your coat covered in glass, do you?
You really don't. Or in wrestler.
Well, that too.
Is that an SIA badge as well on his arm?
Yeah. Yeah. You dress smart for work, I've told you.
Right, okay. Oh, and look at the light tubes. It looks like the ceiling here in Fusion of a sort. Are these the spares they're using? Oh no, he's going in the crowd.
We're in the
with
crowd
the light
here.
tubes.
That's not what we had planned here.
No. And
So they're fighting by the bar. The fans need to keep away. Has he got a fan holding a light tube? And he's gone through it.
Oh.
Oh,
It's the toughest light tube I've ever seen. I think the winner of this tournament is going to be that light tube.
Well, I don't think Kameron Solas is going to enjoy a light tube stabbed into the top of his head. Oh, it's horrible.
It really is. Oh, but look at the Ignition champion fighting back.
I think that people are underestimating Kameron Solas in this tournament. He does, like you say. Oh my goodness. No way. He does tend to work Ignition shows where we are family friendly, but he has deathmatch experience. And he's back up and covered in, they're both covered in blood. Kameron Solas, a scrappy fighter. He likes a deathmatch, even if he does wrestle for Ignition.
Well, that's the thing. And if you combine that with his, well, he's pretty much a daredevil in the ring, isn't he?
Yeah.
You combine those two things together, he is a very dangerous opponent, I have no doubt about it. But he's in there against Big fucking Joe.
Back. Just pure venom in these strikes. What's that? It's like a plastic pipe. What sport uses a plastic pipe? Rubbish
Crazy
sport.
golf. You've got to hit the ball through the pipe.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's got pins attached to it, drawing pins. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, to the throat.
You
to
don't
the throat.
celebrate right in front of Big Joe. You just don't.
Rolled into the glass there. Oh, and I said what a daredevil he was, and he just showed it right there.
Yeah, he did. Took out Big Joe with a dive. You don't see that wow. You don't see that from a man the size of Kameron Solas. He's a big boy. Kameron Solas is alive in this match. And now he's dead. And again. Oh. Big Joe covers his man. Kick out by Solas. We are only just getting started here, and they have ruined his beautiful white work shirt.
Looks like a really bad period for Big Joe down there.
Big Joe. I tell you what, where do we get all these light tubes from? Some shops been cleared out in Liverpool. There is a shortage of light tubes in Liverpool. Big Joe.
Look up, stupid.
Oh, all right.
Oh! Did you hear the bang?
Why would you just... Where do you get the imagination for such cruelty? Kick out by Solas, though. Just the imaginativeness coupled with the cruelty is something that I just can't fathom.
The referee looks as though he's having his worst nightmare working his Saturday job at B&Q right now.
Solas up and over, off the ropes. Clothesline missed. Through the legs. And a drop kick.
See, this is really clever. I mean, he's bringing in his usual style as well as combine it with the death match.
That may
weapons,
be.
and that sort of thing, and that's working brilliantly for him.
Well, it may be the reason why he beats Big Joe. Big Joe is used to full-on death matches. And there's the spine buster. Float over into the cover. And a 2 count. 2 counts for Solas. He was very close to progressing. And remember, whoever wins this fights Lou Nixon in a best-of-3 glass panes match in the semis. That's your stomach.
Can you imagine that, though, right? You've got the glory and the adulation. You've got the adrenaline running through your veins because you've won a match, and then realize what you've then got to go into with only a little bit of rest in between.
And there's that Singapore cane again. Cracks him across the back with it.
Oh, apparently he has the high ground.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a low blow, which is perfectly normal and acceptable, and no rules are broken.
Hit him in the googlies there.
Googlies.
That's a cricket reference again.
There's the cutter. Face down into that sea of glass in the center of the ring. And why? How? Kameron Solas kicked out.
He did, but you've got to understand, this is why Big F and Joe is known as the dawn of death matches.
He's had his fair share. He definitely has. Irish whip into the buckles. Here comes Big Joe. Blocked with a kick by Kameron Solas. Spin kick into the senton.
Load of credit here for Solas.
Kameron Solas. What's he going for? What's that? It looks like a corn on the cob.
A corn on the cob. Oh!
I don't know. What is it, Stallion?
You use that in darts.
Oh, okay.
It helps you.
Oh! I want to go home. I want to go home. Don't even know what sport it was from. Looking for that tombstone. And he hits it. Are we going to see Kameron Solas make his way through to the semis? What's he doing?
I don't know. That should have done it. He's wasting time here. I think this is a really, really bad move.
Loaded Big Joe.
He wants to make a point. I get it. He wants to combine
here
deathmatch with his daredevil skills. And
JJ Webb. What is JJ Webb doing here? He interfered. Stopped Solas. And Solas lands on what JJ Webb is not done. JJ Webb is not done.
This is the guy that...
Oh, my.
He's due to take on Solas for the Ignition Championship.
1, 2, 3. Big Joe picks the bones and progresses. But the story here is JJ Webb, the #1 contender to the Ignition Championship, has the belt in his hands.
That's
having
it.
Stolen the victory away from Kameron Solas.
And this absolutely benefits Webb, doesn't it? Because he's just seen Solas get absolutely annihilated there, wear himself out. Hey, he took the fight to Big F and Joe. I can appreciate that. But that will have taken it out. So when he does take on Webb for that title,
JJ Webb's got the belt.
oh, aye.
Big Joe's got the win. And now Kameron Solas can hardly get to his feet.
But maybe Kameron Solas can take some solace in the fact he will get a take on Webb for that title and maybe get some revenge.
Webb's got his J's out for Solas. And Solas is out of the tournament.
Big Joe, though, not appreciative of the help. Joe advances.
I don't think that's how Joe wants to win. And there's a show of respect and a hug between these two.
For a Jew. And I've got to say, this might actually backfire on Webb. Because this guy has now just proved that he can hang with deathmatch legends in there.